Hello, class. I'm here to read you a couple of stories from my favorite author, Brian Cleary. So I'm going to read you the one about verbs right now, and then I'm going to make another video to read you about homonyms and homophones, which I know I've read you before. And you can see my kitty cats in the background because the other parts of my house are being used right now. So I'm going to start with the verb one, and hopefully this will give you a little bit of a refresher on what verbs are and why we use them in language, and then we can go on to homonyms and homophones. All right, so this is slide and slurp, scratch and burp. Remember, a verb is a word that shows action or being, right? Like a state of being. Okay. Verbs are words like sneak and sniff, sneeze and seize, and wheeze and whiff. Planting carrots, getting traction. Verbs give sentences their action. You might be exploring the Alps or the Amazon, maybe restoring the chair that your grandma's on, or hitting or roping or biting. Verbs can make sentences very exciting. They tell us of horses that nuzzle and nip, of bears as they guzzle, and birds as they sip. They'll tell us of scooters both swerving and stopping, throws that are curving or sliding or dropping. Remember, in these books too, all of the colored bolded words are actual verbs. So, wrap a package, tie a knot, clap your hands, or cry a lot. Don't cry a lot. I don't want you crying. Triumph, tremble, trot, and trample. You'll use a verb for each example. Fly to the flower shop, dash to the dance, swing by the swimming pool, frolic in France, soar to the circus, and float to the fair. Without verbs, your sentence can't go anywhere. Each sentence has a subject. It's kind of like the star. It's what the whole thing is about. Dave's dish, Mom's look, Todd's car. Subjects always need a verb. It's what makes fishes swim, and lanterns light, and writers write, and clippers cut and trim. Right? It's what all those subjects do. Some verbs aren't the action kind. They link instead of do. Connecting sentence parts, as in, your dog appears quite blue. These linking verbs connect a subject to a word or phrase. That's called a subject complement. It's done in lots of ways. It became ridiculous. That strudel sure smells great. The crime remains a mystery. This place seems second rate. The forms of be are linking verbs, like are your names Michelle? Were and was work this way too. They're forms of be as well. I am Sharon. He is Mort. Were you the one who was in court? There are times a form of be is all that's needed verbally. Whether you slide or you slip, if you should scream or you scratch or slurp or burp, if you're making a fraction or writing a blurb, because there is action, you know it's a verb. So, if you should gloat, or if you should glisten or listen, say to the chef, take that out and put this in. Whether you pounce or pronounce or perturb, I'm here to announce that you're using a verb. So, what is a verb? Do you know? All right, the end. So that is Slide and Slurp, Scratch and Verb by Brian P. Cleary. And then I will read you and upload a homophone one as well onto our Schoology account. Bye.